But first, the Pirates making their move. They're bringing up 19-year-old shortstop Konnor Griffin to the big club. #1 prospect in the game, played 3 levels last year, hit over 300, 400 on base, slugging over 500. That's a lot of success for a kid in his age 19 season. He's also listed at 6'3", 228. That's a big teenager, Jake. It's a big shortstop, too. Pirates sent him down before opening day. A closer look right here at what he's done in the minors so far. Had a good week as well, especially after what we've seen with blue-chip rookies this first week. Kevin McGonigal, J.J. Weatherholt, Chase DeLauder, all thriving. This is the kid deemed the best of the bunch, and he'll be up for the Pirates home opener tomorrow against the Orioles. We bring in Jake Peavy and Joel Sherman. Good to have you fellas along. How's everything going?
Great.
Good. Give me some information on this, Joel. I was wondering, again, given the state of affairs with the modern young player, that they're so ready, there's so many reps, so much success by the blue chippers, that the #1 kid didn't break out with the big club.
So spring training began, and Griffin, who is 19, had played 21 games above A ball. So the instinct of the Pirates was he could win the job here, but we would probably prefer for him to just kind of go down a little bit, get his feet wet. And then he struggled like those last 2 weeks where he was really grinding at bats, and they said, let's put him down there. Well, it's only 5 games. He had 3 doubles. He went 6 for 17. Conversely, mainly with Jared Triolo at shortstop. Their shortstop numbers through 6 games, 208 with a 560 OPS. And I saw the first series against the Mets.
Yeah.
They weren't a sharp team. And you know what? The Pirates got to kind of win this year. Like, they added to payroll. They haven't been to the playoffs since 2015. The clock is running on Paul Skeens and how long you might have him. And I think they decided in this week, you know what? He'll probably have some struggles in the major leagues, but while he does, we will greatly improve our defense at shortstop. We will improve our base running, and we believe in the kid that he'll work through the problems.
Right.
And they have to go, and Friday at their home opener,
Right, makes sense.
He will be broken out.
I didn't know how long they would keep him down there. And again, everybody's different. Like, nobody's a guarantee. But, Jake, I can't help but, look at all these blue-chip kids, and I'm like, wait, everybody's crushing it. McGonigal is so ready from the first pitch he saw. And I'm thinking, wait, this kid isn't? And now we're going to see him.
Hey, he's young, and we're going to see some growing pains for sure. But when Joel points out what Pittsburgh has had there and what they would currently have without him, it just makes perfect sense to let this kid come up and play. When you look at the minor league numbers, and I know most of them are under AA, what more is there to prove? He can't do any more.
Yeah,
and then he's the total package. He runs the bases. He hits for average. He can slug. That's something that Pittsburgh badly needs. And then Pittsburgh has now signed a few veterans in that team that I think are going to help him. Brandon Lau, Brian Reynolds, Ryan O'Hearn is a great guy. I think he's going to add a huge spark to this team.
I'll say, too, look, there's a number of ways of looking at it. I was watching that series, too, against the Mets, Joel, and I wondered, all right, hey, how much talent did you really add? But there was a difference with O'Hearn and Lau in the lineup, and yet there's still a dearth of talent. So it seemed like this is kind of there's so much room for talent. And then could they possibly be competing for a playoff spot? Is that possible?
Well, they have to think that way. Again, they haven't been to the playoffs. It's the second longest drought to the Angels right now among teams. You have been blessed with very high draft picks over that time because you're not making the playoffs. This is was the 9th pick in a really, really stacked draft. Conversely, he turned 20 in 3 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
20.
Right.
But we are seeing players who have some some heft to them maturity-wise and knowing how to play the game. And the question is, are you better with A or B? And I just think they decided we have to win. This player as a defender, base runner, and a somewhat offensive threat who could grow. Like, they can't mess around. This can't be another year where we're going to get a top 10 draft picks. But the 3rd season of Skeens, a 10th straight year, more than 11th straight year of missing the playoffs. I mean, at some point, you got to go.
What if O'Neal Cruz is O'Neal Cruz? He finally becomes, hey, the last 3 games, he's looked like this offensive powerhouse. You talk about the other 3 lefty bats. Ozuna's in the middle of this lineup. This guy has done big things in the middle. With that paired with the pitching, this pitching is really good. Majinski's the one name you don't know in there other than Keller. I think this team can compete in the Central.
And
I really, really do.
Okay.
Can I throw in one other thing?
To me, that sounds optimistic.
They got to clean up the defense.
I'm not saying it's not. Yeah, okay. Right. Yeah, that's
Their
not
pitching's good. They should get Jared Jones back in about 6 or 7 weeks. They're thinking late May, early June for a guy who was really good. He had Tommy John surgery.
That'd make a big difference.
He's kind of on the same path as Garrett Cole. They've had their surgeries about the same point. Both are due back by late May, early June. And Griffin, in a way, might be the beginning of something. If you talk to scouts who cover the minor leagues, the Pirates have some talent down there, which means stuff to get or they're in it in July. They can do the reverse of what they've been doing for a decade.
Actually buy.
They can go for it and improve that lineup.
I think it's exciting. I know fans in Pittsburgh and people that follow the Pirates, they're just craving
something
something
good. And that's a great
good.
baseball town that's untapped because they haven't won. I love that town for baseball.
They have the best starters in the Central, and it's, for me, not that close.